Hello friends, this is Pravesh and today I am going to teach you the plant UML. So plant UML is basically used to create UML diagrams. So we can create UML diagrams easily through some a text. So we can use plain text to create the diagram. So as in the picture you can see there is a diagram and below is the code that is used to create the diagram. So these diagrams are basically used in architecting any software solution to the used any flow of the application. So this kind of diagrams we can create easily using plant UML. So the first question is how I can use that. So the prerequisite to use the plant UML is basically we should have a Visual Studio Code installed, we should have Java SDK installed and path and variable set into the environment variable, and apart from that we need an plant UML extension in Visual Studio Code. So once you are done with the prerequisites, so let me show you the plant UML extension in Visual Studio. Plant UML. So this is the extension, you need to install that. So I have already installed that. So now quickly let's come to the diagram how to create it easily. So I'm gonna create a new file. Okay, so this is plant UML tutorial dot plant UML. So friends, the extension for this file always should be dot plant UML. Okay, so I have created this file. So the first thing here is we need to write the starting and ending of this diagram. So I need to write here start UML. So you can see the IntelliSense here, and here I will write and UML. Okay, so this is basically the starting and ending tag of this document. Okay, so first thing in the this is basically sequence diagram category of the plant UML. So in this diagram, firstly there comes the participant. So let me show you first my previous diagram that I have created to let you know some. So here is you can see this diagram here. There are some components like my digitrack, and you can see visual compliance, libauth provider, etc. There are some arrows that defines the flow in this diagram. So first we need the components. So components are basically called participants here. So I can define the participants. So participant A, I can give the background color to that participants using hash red, and then I can define also the order. So where I want to show in which order. So it is order 1, then participants B, I want the color to green, and then order is 2. Okay, so here you can see uh, so here you can see the diagram above, and if you don't see the updated thing, so you need to write start UML, the name of the diagram I need to give here test, and then I can give the title through the title keyword, title test diagram. Then I have defined the participant A, participant B, and here order should come before the color. Okay, so order 1, this is order 2. Okay, so participants are basically of 4 to 5 types. Like I can do, if I have a database in this flow, then I'll write a database keyword, so it will show different image. So databases, suppose is Azure SQL, and I want this color to yellow. So here you can see the Azure SQL is coming first. Then I can define the order is 3. Okay, so this is all about the participants. And we can also write control. So control is also a type of participants, C. Then order 4, so I can write any order and it will show in that order. And then this is, say, white. Okay, so these are the participants. Now let's come to the actual flow. So for the flow I need to draw the arrows for this. So for the arrows, first I need to write, if I want some flow from A to B, then I'll write A to B, and I can give the description that will come over this arrow. As you can see, the arrow is drawn in the above diagram here. So if I want to write something above the arrow, then I need to write colon, this is flow 1. So you can see the text over the arrow. Likewise, I can say B to A, and this is response. Okay, so this is, so if I write double hyphen before the greater than, then it converts it to dotted arrow. Okay, then the same thing I can write A to C, so it will draw the same arrow. Request C, then I can write C to A, returns the response. So likewise you can define your flow, and you can add as many lines as you want, so it will drop there. So you just need to press the key Alt plus D, so it will show up the refresh diagram. So this is your basic sequence diagrams. So if I want to put some numbers to the arrow, then I need to write auto number over here. So now you can see the first, second, third, fourth. So this is the sequence of the operations that are performing in this sequence diagram. Another thing is, if I want to remove the below image of the above participants, then I need to write the hide foot box. So you can see the below images are hidden. Okay, yes. So if I want, suppose I want A and B in a box, so then I can write box, and name of the box is test box, and then I can include A and B into that, and box. So this is, let me see over here, for the box we need to write and box, and box. So you can see the test box contains A and B components, and I can also define the background color for this box, likewise hash green. Now you can see the background is green for this box. Okay, we can also define the nodes over the arrows or over the participants, like for the node. Now let me show you this diagram. So here you can see the nodes above the user. So we need to write this particular line not over user. So let me copy paste over here, not over, we can say A, because the participant is A. So you can see this not, it comes over the A. Okay, so this is all about the diagram. So you can easily create a beautiful diagram as in the shown image. And after that, once you are created with this diagram, you can easily save that to the like an image. So there are options to save that diagram into image easily. Okay, so this is all about the tutorial. If you have some question, you can comment below the video, and definitely I'll come back with next video, or in the I'll comment there also to the questions. Thank you friends for watching.